Hey guys, it's Libby, and yes, the sewing table does continue to get messier. Eventually I'll deal with that. So today I have some fun goodies to share with you. My mom and I went and hit the vintage stores in Washington, D.C. and Arlington, which is a town in Virginia right across the river from D.C. Hopefully we have better lighting now. But the first place we went to is called Meeps. They have a small to moderate sized stock with men and women's clothes, mainly from the 60s, 70s, some 80s, some 90s, some 40s, some 50s. And they also have a section in the back for like costumey things, like, you know, curly pink wigs. I didn't actually find any clothes there. In fact, I didn't find any clothes that I liked at any of the stores in DC. With vintage shopping, you can pick like 20 things off the rack and then like one of them will actually fit you. But I did get a hair comb, which I broke because I'm an idiot and I kept it in my purse, just sort of hanging out. So the tip broke off. Hopefully I can glue that back together, or if not, I'll just like stick a flower here or something, and then, you know, no, it shouldn't go there. I'm gonna put like in there, maybe something like that. Then we went to Mercedes-Benz. They have a slightly bigger stock and more stuff from the 1950s. They also had some vintage lingerie, which I'm always afraid to buy because it just looks so delicate and I will ruin it. Prices on garments tended to run 50 to 65, 70 for things with flaws, and then 80 to 145 for mint condition garments. I did get a couple of accessories there. One of them is this fabulous turban. So you can either wear it with the hair down, like that, or what I think looks better is tuck your hair up inside. Which is a little bit difficult to do if you don't have any pins. Oops. Yes, just like that. So, you know, take off the glasses, put on some dramatic eye makeup, and I'm a silent film star. And I also got 2 belts with fancy buckles. This one is black with a gold-ish buckle. And these just have like a clip. So they're not adjustable, but they are elastic. And then I also have a brown one with this nice stripy buckle. Then we went to Junction, which is fairly small and focuses on the 1970s. I didn't get any clothes while I was there, but I did get a really great polyester floral print dress last time I went. But at Junction, I did get this necklace, which is gold-ish, and a big honkin' stone with dangly bits that also have a stone. Oh, that's right, you have to hold your hand up behind the thing. I'm getting good at style YouTube videos. And I really don't know anything about historical jewelry, so if you know what time period this would look good in, let me know. I'm thinking it could be like an Art Nouveau necklace, or I could remove the chain and like attach it to the neckline of a Tudor gown, maybe? Then the next weekend we headed over to Arlington, and the first shop we stopped at was Vintage Mirage, is I believe how you would pronounce that. This had a fairly big stock of 40s through the, mainly through the 60s, but there was some 70s and 80s. really massive stock, more than she can display. So if you're interested in going there, I would call ahead, let her know what sorts of things you're interested in and your bust and waist measurement. And although they have lots of really pretty things, it is quite expensive. Garments with flaws are probably going to run you $50 to $90, and then without flaws, $100 to, I saw several things for $250. Those are all dresses. They also have a fair number of accessories, hats, jewelry, purses. Some of the purses were running $100. So I may not be able to afford to go back there. And then the last store we went to, I finally found some dresses. It's called Amalgamated Costume and Design Studio. At Amalgamated, they have the clothes sorted by decade, and then I don't think they're sorted by size within the decade, but they do have a bust and a waist measurement, and sometimes also a hip measurement. Out front, they have 40s through 70s. There's also a couple of 80s and 90s sort of sweaters. And then around the corner in the back, they have the 20s and 30s stuff, which is not in the front because it's more delicate, so they don't want random people pawing through it. But if you are a connoisseur like me, then you can go back there. So I did get 2 dresses, but you don't want to see me holding them up. You want to see them on me. Cue footage of me making funny faces at the camera. So first up, I've done a very lazy pin curl to show off this 50s dress. You may notice that there is a gap over at the waistline where you can see my girdle. That's because there is a hook and eye closure there. And the hook part was not there when I bought the dress. So let's just pretend that that closes. And while I think it is from the 50s, the skirt is rather narrow, so I'm thinking it's earlier 50s. And then the really cool thing about it is the collar, which is freaking huge. My mom thought that I actually had accidentally folded it in and that it's supposed to sort of spread out of your shoulders and look gigantic. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be worn that way, but I prefer it folded in so you get this double collar effect. And praise Jeebas, it has pockets. The other dress I bought was from the 60s. Note my very lazy 60s hairstyle. It's made of polyester and it's a little bit itchy, but it is super cool and super green. I don't know if you noticed how green it was. The armholes are faced, but otherwise the interior finishing is very simple. I hope you've enjoyed looking at pretty clothes with me. I will see you again soon.